So in the meantime, I'm going to need to head over to the kitchen,
Yeah,
so just bear with me. We have two chefs, Scott Simpson and sous chef Ty Thaxton from Swan Terrace. Hey guys, I was just mesmerized by the prize wheel over there. And thank you for bringing us some breakfast treats.
Always. It's our pleasure to be here.
So really quick, what are you going to make for us?
We have three fantastic dishes we're going to showcase today. One of them is a rather unique barbecue special we're doing for summertime. We have a new concept out at the Swan Terrace called Tuesdays on the Terrace.
All right.
So every Tuesday, starting the end of this month, we're going to have a grill out there, and I'm going to be doing one of the items that we'll be featuring on the grill there today.
Okay, so
Chef Ty will be making. Ty, you want to tell them what you're making?
I'm going to do a fresh tuna tartar with a little bit of a Chesapeake flair to it, and some Old Bay lavash crackers. And then we're also going to be doing a nice warm grilled green tomato tart.
All right, well you fellas are the experts here. All right, we're going to get started on this when we come back after the break. Welcome back, everyone, in the kitchen with Executive Chef Scott Simpson, and we have sous chef Ty Thaxton from Swan Terrace Restaurant at the Founders Inn. Both of them have two different dishes. We're going to start with you, Ty, and you're going to work on your oysters over here, right, Scott? Okay.
Correct.
The tuna tartar.
Okay, so I'm going to start making the tuna tartar here. We have a nice, fresh, local tuna from the North Atlantic. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and chop it up nice and fine, and we dump it right in there. We also have some fresh red peppers that are also locally grown. Everything we use is local for our new spring menu that we have coming out.
Okay.
We have some tomatoes, also chopped fine. And then we're going to add a little bit of green onion.
Okay, just a little bit. See, we
just a little bit. Just a little bit.
All right. What is?
A touch of a Cajun mayo, which we make in-house. It's a handmade mayo.
Nice.
With a little bit of Old Bay spice in it.
Okay.
A touch of soy sauce here. A pinch of salt and some fresh ground pepper. And then we just mix that up.
And is that it?
And that's about it. With it, we have a nice avocado puree. That's just basically avocados, cilantro, and a little bit of lemon juice, and we blend that in the blender.
I have a feeling this is going to be really popular for summertime for folks looking for something fresh for the palate, yeah?
Exactly. We're hoping so. We're trying to do as many fresh things as we can, lighter menu, all local product. The summertime here in the Virginia Beach, Hampton Roads area is very good for local produce, so we're using a lot of fresh ingredients.
Well, that was super quick. Plating that up, what we got going on over here?
All right. Well, while he's finishing that plate, I'll tell you what we do that we had great success with the other day. We had a special party, and we kind of created some new menu items. And this is even a step up from that.
Okay.
What I thought about is what's nice here in this area for summertime, and I just went and sat on the patio, kind of looked out over our lake and the gardens, and thought, you know, what would I really enjoy out here besides a glass of wine? And we thought about grilled oysters. So what and I also thought some lemonade. So what I actually did is I made a blend here. We have an herb garden out at the hotel.
Okay.
So I made an herb pesto, and then I put all the herbs in with the oil, a little bit of garlic, and I actually took lemonade, fresh squeezed lemonade I made, and put that in there and blended it. And it comes out, because the blender, it makes a consistency of something like that.
Nice.
I picked up a really inexpensive little, it's actually like a syringe.
Yeah.
And what you can do is you suck in some of the liquid here.
How cool is that?
All right. Now I've already shucked some of these oysters, or actually, I'm sorry, I've already cracked the top a little bit. So what I'm going to do before grilling these, because what I found out is when I put them on the grill here, by the time they steam and open up the way people like to eat them, they were a little dry for my taste. And I thought that this is a good way to kind of put a little more flavor in. So I actually put that inside the oyster. Whoa. And I inject the oyster full. It's nice and plump this way, and you've got all that wonderful oil.
So when you grill it, that's just going to all
it cooks in that. So it's got the oil, the garlic, the fresh herbs from the garden, and of course the wonderful fresh lemon taste with some lemon zest in there.
How excited were you when it came out and you were like, ah, this is awesome?
Yeah, when we tried it, everyone's like, that's wonderful, you know. So this is actually, you're going to be some of the first real guests to try this.
Really? Well, I know I've shucked oysters. I tried tuna tartar for the first time here on the Hampton Road Show. It's just like something new for me all the time. You could do something else with that little, with the syringe. Do you think about maybe making another mix and putting it in with the oysters?
You could. This is honestly, this is our first kind of experimentation with it. But yes, we do use the syringe for a number of different items. A lot of different delicate cuts of meat and things, rather than cook with a lot of fat in the pan. Sometimes we'll inject the flavor in the inside. It keeps it moist, and then you cook it nicely on the grill. But after I inject these full, I'm gonna finish shucking these and getting these all up. Because we don't have a griller today, you can actually do it in the oven.
Can you now?
So you turn your oven up high and you put it in there for just a few minutes, and you'll actually start to see the oil and the juices kind of butter. There's a little bit of steam that starts to come out. They're perfectly done. And then I just serve them just like that. And because the way I've already cracked the shell slightly open, it's that much easier to eat when it's all done.
That's what it's about. All right, well, you guys finish up, plate the dishes. We're going to finish our last one up and then come back, and at the end, we'll taste it all.
Great. Look
Thanks
forward
so much.
to it.
Hey everyone, welcome back in the kitchen with Executive Chef Scott Simpson and sous chef Ty Thaxton from Swan Terrace Restaurant at the Founders Inn. Hey, you guys saw that roller coaster ride. What'd you think?
That was amazing. We were both saying we got to get up there. We were kind of looking at our schedule next chance to go. So
yeah. So you guys like roller coasters? All
absolutely,
right. I'm a
love
scared.
thrills.
But we have a thrill going on here in the kitchen. Of course, the oysters, the tuna tartar, and then this was something you guys brought out.
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of explain what we did with that. We have the green tomatoes, and we just took them and cooked them on the barbecue. Again, this is kind of another item that is going to be featured on our new spring menu. And so we used the barbecue and grill those, and we basically layer it with some mozzarella cheese and then some wonderful, the Edwards Suriano ham.
Nice.
That's like local prosciutto. It's some of the best charcuterie meats we've tried. So we put that on there, and then we just pop it in the oven and toast it. So it's quite an upgrade from a caprese salad, which is usually that. And then we just put some microgreens on top. I brushed the bottom with a little balsamic. I think the sweet acidity goes really nice with everything on that plate. And then these are puff pastries we just bake to kind of serve with it. So that's that. And I wanted to show you how easy this is to inject this.
Yes, he's going to let me...
Yeah, this one I just cracked open.
Okay.
So if you take this and basically put it into the oyster and then kind of hold it like you would a... There you go.
The doctor's in the house.
There you go.
All right. So...
Yep, just keep squeezing in there.
So it's, it's dead when it
starts coming out like that.
Okay.
And these are the ones that we just...
So much fun.
These are the ones that we just came out of the oven.
Okay.
And I mean, honestly, the top just kind of cuts right off.
And you said you grill these. This is your new thing, but you can also pop them in the oven.
Yeah, toaster oven at home. That's what they're like.
Looks like. Wow.
Yeah, and then I mean, I just loosen the bottom, and it's got all that wonderful flavor in there, and you can just flip this right there, ready to eat.
Nice.
See how nice and plump that is?
Yeah.
Like I said before, when we've tried grilling them, by the time they open, they're a little shriveled for my taste. So.
Yeah. So you came up with a new way. Your tuna tartar, I was going to ask, what is this?
I did finish it up. I garnished it with a little bit of pickled red onions. What we do is we just slice the red onion very thin, and then we put a little bit of lime juice and some apple vinegar on it, and it pretty much the rest is
Let it marinate for about 8 hours.
The color comes out, a little bit of sweetness comes out. So we use that as a garnish for it.
Hey, how was Mother's Day for you guys? Was that a
amazing
busy time? Yeah?
We are really encouraged. Actually, our numbers have been climbing steadily, but I think this was the best holiday event we've done. We heard great comments. We did over 900 people, and we had a fun area outside for kids, like a bouncy zone.
Oh, fun.
We took pictures for the mothers with their families, which was a big hit. We gave out some flowers. It was just nice. We did some real elaborate ice carvings and things you don't usually see when you go to a casual Sunday brunch. So. And
I love that you guys brought on some new features on your menu, but go ahead and mention some of the staple items that you guys have or what else folks can get when they come there.
Well, we're very well known for a couple dishes. One is we do a homemade lobster ravioli, and we basically take fresh local grits, organic grits. We grind those in a coffee grinder and turn them into flour, and I use that for a pasta dough that we make the raviolis out of. And we fill the filling is with lobster meat, East Coast lobster, and then a little bit of collard greens. And that's served with actually a delicious cream and tomato sauce. We have, I think, the best lamb anywhere. Honestly, I've heard people come back that we have a problem not selling out of that. So the lamb is outstanding. We do very good crab cakes because the quality of the crab, we don't add anything but just pure crab in it. So.
Well, if your mouth is watering at home by what he's saying or what you're seeing here, go check him out, Swan Terrace Restaurant at the Founders Inn, located 5641 Indian River Road in Virginia Beach. Pick up the phone, give them a call, 424-5511, or just visit them online, foundersinn.com. Scott, Ty, you guys are great. Thanks so much. We'll taste it in just a little bit.